Hey, how's it going, Daryl? This is Jason here, the blogging rapper, and I wanted to see if I could help you out here and figure out what's going on. Um, where do I start? Okay, well, as you can see, I have your thing pulled up here on the screen. This is your instant payment network thing, um, and you know, I'm just a regular guy. I don't, I'm not support, so I can only go so far as to try to figure out, where you've gone wrong. But I don't have access to your account. I don't have access to Instant Payment Network aside from my own personal account, which is, instantpaymentnetwork.com/SA hip hop instead of this here. So that's why, I mentioned in email, your best bet to figure out the problem here is to email instantpaymentnetworkhelp@gmail.com, because, I'm not an employee. I don't work for these guys. So, I can't really figure this out other than what I plan to do right now. So definitely email those guys and try to figure this out as soon as you can. All right, so we're here on your capture page. I asked you to change it back to the original one, and you did. And I wanted to go ahead and try this out. In fact, let me open mine up and we kind of do it side by side. All right. So this one is mine. Okay. So let me go ahead and log into mine. Let me act as if I'm signing up underneath myself here. You may notice this is a different email address I'm using. I have more than one. Alright, so there you go. It logged in just fine. And now let's do yours. Here's yours. Same info. And this is the problem. So I had noticed this before, but what I'm trying to do is trying to figure out at what point did this happen. Now, as you saw, my capture page logged me in correctly, to this page here, whereas yours hasn't. And the thing that I've noticed is here on the bottom, you see it says get response. Get response is an autoresponder. There's two autoresponders that Instant Payment Network can work with. It's get response and Aweber, and I actually use Aweber myself. So I think this, whatever the situation is, it sounds like an autoresponder issue, which makes me think that you may have, connected your own autoresponder, and it may be you've connected it incorrectly, like you've connected it to the wrong list, the wrong account, or whatever. So that might be the issue right there. But just to clarify, obviously you're supposed to take these steps at each step at a time. Step 4 is optional, totally optional if you're into it. I'm in this, but it's optional. So you need to do every step at a time, which I believe you have. Step 1 brings you to My Cash Freebies. And just to show you, it's already logged me in here. What you need to have is here where it says offer credits on the top. It needs to say 1/1.00. Okay? And you need to see this, your credited offers. It has to say 1 credit value. Congratulations, you've met the offer requirements. And then you'll have your own ID number here. So you do that with step 1. Same thing with step 2. And then when you go to step 3, let me log out of this. You know what? Forget it. I don't need to log out of that. Alright, so when you do step 3, what you're doing is you're creating yourself an account for this here, which I'm pretty sure you've already done because you have your own username here. So just to make sure, this here, Express MCF, that's My Cash Freebies, that ID number, you need to take your referral ID. Yours is gonna be a different number, and you need to plug it in here. And the exact same thing for this one here. By default, I think this one goes to Jeff Buchanan, so change this to whatever yours is once you complete double My Cash Freebies. And Empower Network, that's step 4. If you've done it, then you put in your username. If not, leave it as is, or put mine if you want to help me out until you decide to get into Empower Network. Verification, obviously you put in the right thing there, and then you just do that and create your account. When you do that, you'll have access to here, which you've already done because you changed your capture page. And I want to show you, this is what you had originally the first time you showed it to me. You had this one. So let me go ahead and do that for myself. All right, SA Hip Hop. Let me do it for my own page here. Okay, so here we go. Let me go ahead and do this again. Sign up under myself. And as you can see, it's okay.
Okay, hello and welcome to Instant Payday Network, where you can get paid.
Let me change it back because I like the other capture page better. Yeah. And just change it back. There we go. All right, so I'm not entirely sure what the issue is. I'm very confident that it has to do with the autoresponder. So here's what I think is the problem. Now, I want to direct you to this page. I'm not going to open it because it has my personal info stuff, you know, like home address and whatnot. And, you know, I don't want to share that kind of information with, you know, just everybody. And I would recommend that you don't do likewise when you start promoting your business, you know, just to keep yourself safe and whatnot. But anyway, if you do go to this page, on the right hand side, there's going to be something that says my autoresponder. Now, if you haven't done anything to that right hand side, I can't remember what it's going to say, but if you have, it's going to say something like, you know, if it is get response, it's going to say the list name that you're using for your get response account. Or if it's Aweber, you know, same thing. It'll have the list name that you chose for that account. If you've gone to my personal info and you have not put any autoresponder on the right hand side here, then I'm confused because, you know, it's worked for me right out of the gate. I didn't start with my own autoresponder. I started by using the one that Instant Payday Network gave me. So if that's the case, if you go to my personal info and you have not done anything to the right hand side where it says autoresponder, then that's truly is outside of, you know, what I can do to help you, because I truly, it sounds like if you have not tampered with the autoresponder part, if you have not done that, then it's not anything that you've done. It sounds like it's something within Instant Payday Network, basically a bug or a glitch, and it's something that they themselves have to figure out for you. And like I said, because I'm just a guy like you on the other side of the fence who's using this thing, you know, I can't, you know, I don't have access to Instant Payday Network, you know, on that side. So you have to contact them if that's the case. So you can click on Contact Us. And here we go again. You can email them. You can send them a form. Do both if you like. But do that if that's the case. And they absolutely will help you out. Another option for you, I highly recommend, is you go to, actually, you know what? Let me go straight from here. Okay, if you scroll to the bottom, you're going to see this. Don't underestimate these these little links down here. Facebook group mastermind. Click on that. And that's going to take you straight to the Instant Payday Network Facebook group. So if you have, you know, obviously you have trouble, you can also not just wait for me to respond to you, because you can also say that you have a question here. And then you post it, and it'll show up. And then, you know, we got a whole community. We have 5,311 members in here. 204 of them are new, and they're active people. You know, 3 hours ago, an hour ago, a few seconds ago. See that? So it's very active, and everybody here is helping each other out. When you go to this page, though, you're not going to see all this right away. You're not going to see all this right away. You have to be added to the group. So on this side, there'll be something that says join group or something like that. And then Karen Petty, who's the administrator, she will add you to the group once she sees your request. Okay? And so, like I said, you could submit your question here. And one other thing that's really cool, you see files up here? Go ahead and click that. And this here has a list of everything imaginable to help you. I want you to not get overwhelmed, so please don't get overwhelmed. This is not what I'm trying to do, but I am letting you know that if you take it a day at a time, you're smart enough and you plan this out, accordingly. You could read all this, in your spare time, maybe devote an hour a day to reading some stuff here. And that'll help you out a lot as well. I mean, we got people making 10 grand a month on this thing. I mean, it's that serious. See if I can even, it's probably all the way down here, so I'm probably not going to see it. But yeah, 10 grand from just Instant Payday Network. That's funny. Yeah. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. So, Daryl, man, I mean, I've gone through this trying to show you, trying to figure out where I think you've gone wrong or whatever. My only thing is that it's got to be here. If you did anything, and by mistake, of course, if you did anything that's causing that error, it has to be here on the My Personal Info part. If you did not add your own autoresponder, then it is an InstantPaydayNetwork.com issue with the website itself. And that the only help you can get is from contacting these guys. And Karen, you could even, if you post it here, Karen will forward it to Jeff Buchanan and whatnot, and they'll get that taken care of. So, all right, so there you have it. I hope that answered your question, bro. I hope you get this figured out real soon, and please keep me updated. All right, and just feel free to email me. Keep me in touch. All right, talk to you later. Much love. God bless. Peace.